we are back. Welcome back to the Nick Hall Comedy Podcast. I am your host, Nick Hall, joined as always by
Josh Griffey.
Hey, big week. If you are listening on Apple Podcasts, make sure you give us a rating and a review. Subscribe. Anywhere you're listening, Spotify, whatever. CoachKentMurphy.com for all of your merchandise needs. And, of course, at Coach Kent Murphy on all social medias. None of that fake shit.
No more fake shit. Nick Hall Comedy on or at YouTube. You can find us for all our fun stuff. We have some new cool things coming up, some new Kent Murphy ideas. Lots of fun stuff coming up, man.
The holidays are coming up. Get on that CoachKentMurphy.com. Get your merchandise. Find me on Cameo. If you want me to just trash one of your relatives for Christmas, I'll do it.
Fantasy football playoffs are now. Great time for Coach Kent to come in and throw some bombs.
Oh, shade. Okay, yeah, big week. Here we go.
I know where you'd like to start.
Vinatieri?
Sure, we can start there. That's not what I thought.
I mean, that's all I wanted. He's gone. Fuck him. He gone. I'm just happy about that. The Patriots, is that what you're going for?
Yeah, I thought you'd want to talk about the Patriots.
These motherfuckers.
They're outsmarting the system again.
They're cheating. Oh,
Go ahead. I'm just going to let you run
again.
on this.
Cheating again.
Give me your thoughts. Run it.
The Patriots were filming the sideline of the Bengals-Browns game. Filming the Bengals sideline. Self-reported it and said it was for a documentary that they somebody employed by them, but not footage that they'll ever see because those two departments don't talk.
Editorial's in a different
Guess
building.
who the Patriots play next week? The fucking Bengals. These motherfuckers are cheating to try to beat a 1-12 team.
Yeah.
They're Lowe's no fucking bounds, man.
A team that moved off of Andy Dalton. That's the team. All right, let's break this down.
How many times?
Let's break this down from a fundamental standpoint.
Yeah, shall we?
Do you actually think this is cheating?
Absolutely.
Okay, so well, first piece of evidence,
and also
right?
they didn't fully self-report it. A Bengals employee caught onto it during the game and reported it. And then the Patriots came out and were like, "Oh yeah, we're self-reporting it."
Right.
No, bitches, you got caught.
Well, that's
They've
not
been probably doing this shit all year.
It's not self-reporting if someone else does it first, right? The question is, I have two, right? Why, for any documentary ever, would you ever want footage of the Browns and Bengals unless it's like a before and after? This is what football looks like outside of New England.
Here's the bad side of football.
Right?
Yeah.
This is as bad as it gets. And then New England. So if it's for a hype video.
And it's no coincidence they play the Bengals next week. No coincidence.
Yeah. Also, where did the New England employee get his fake mustache?
Those
what do you think he was dressed as?
I mean, how many times can you get caught cheating before your whole fucking dynasty is just a fraud? Because that's what it is.
Well,
I feel like they have.
You think they've cheated way more than I do?
All of it. I don't think they've earned. I don't think they've earned any one of their fucking
the Tuck rule
titles.
Tuck rule, but that wasn't their fault.
Yeah, no, but yeah,
but that's kind of a cheat that people hold against them, right? The first Spygate.
Yeah. Deflategate.
Deflategate is nonsense. Completely debunked nonsense.
It's not nonsense.
It's nonsense. We've done this before.
I mean, they would have won the game either way, but it was still an attempt to cheat, and they cheated.
Here's the weird part on this one.
They admitted to doing it.
I don't accept that Deflategate as at all. I don't accept that, right? So throw that one out.
Well, that's stupid.
They're
It's cheating.
They did it. They couldn't. There's no unified measurement.
It's
cheating. They have multiple people measure the balls, and they all got different numbers.
It's cheating. They cheated.
They didn't.
Yeah.
Well, they have other times. This is the question, right? So the Patriots are the most terrified 10-3 team I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Right? At 10-3, they've lost to 3 good teams, right? All the teams they lost to were pretty good. I think it's weird that they would throw in at this point. What's the motivation to find out what the Bengals are doing? The Bengals are tanking. That's what the Bengals are doing.
The only way the Patriots can win is to cheat.
They won 10 games without cheating.
Well, did they? Because they've probably been doing this all year, and they finally just got caught.
You're Reggie Bushing it. You're retroactively taking away all the rights.
Fuck
the Patriots 1-5 according to Nick.
The slimiest fucking sports organization of all time. I mean, they should be banned from the fucking league.
I have to say, though.
Enough is enough.
If this is cheating.
It is cheating.
They're
filming the signals on the sideline.
I like the documentary excuse.
Yeah, and they
Like,
probably
if
got
it-
long lenses. They're probably fucking zooming in on that fucking playbook.
Like, imagine the Patriots are like, no, we just hired Errol Morris.
Yeah.
Like, I like the documentary angle.
How low do you have to sink to try to cheat the Bengals?
What if this actually is like a Werner Herzog documentary? It's going to be the most fired documentary ever.
I wouldn't
Will
watch
you
it.
owe the Patriots an apology?
HBO has a documentary coming out this week. It's Saban and Belichick, and it's like the art of coaching. Not going to watch it. If it was called The Art of Cheating, I'd be like, okay, I'm in.
Do you want to hear just two angry, sad, monotonous buttholes talk to each
Two
other?
guys that game the system for all the gains they've ever gotten?
The only thing I like about the potential of that, because both of them are wildly boring, uninteresting guys, I can't wait to see the power games happening within the documentary, because you know they both want to leave with the win, right? They can't work together. This has to
Saban,
be
the guy
a
that got fucking beat on a fake punt and said it was unfair because he got. I fucking hate that guy.
I think your hatred for the Patriots is blinding you to the fact I just can't
They
accept
cheated. They
but
cheat.
to cheat.
They cheat all the time.
But if you're going to cheat,
They've been
why
caught-
would they
they've been
not
caught
have
so
filmed
many times.
Why would they not have filmed the Texans,
They
the Ravens,
probably
or the
did.
Chiefs?
They probably did.
You say your theories, they're just
Yeah.
everywhere. They're fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
Plus, this is the other thing I don't get, right? So they were filming the actual sidelines.
Yes, which you can't. It's a well written established
Right.
rule. You cannot do that.
Yeah, because I was like, you can just get game tape of anyone, right?
Yeah.
Like, I watch the tape every
Yeah.
week, right? It's on the TV.
They're filming the signal calling. They're filming probably zooming in on the playbooks and all that shit.
Don't you feel like most of these, by this point in the season, most teams kind of have a lot of this information anyways? Don't you think all the teams are breaking this down as much as they can? I mean, there is the player this week, right? When the Ravens playbook or their like printed out plays rolled onto the field,
Yeah.
the Bills player ran over and grabbed it and started looking at it like he was actually studying.
That's their fault. That's not cheating. That's just being an idiot.
I mean, that's the same thing.
It's not.
Yeah, because anyone can get in there and film these things.
You're absolutely trying to do it.
Well, I agree.
You're cheating.
But why would you not?
But they're
Why would you not
they're-
try to get the plays?
That's not. Get out of here. That's
No,
not
I'm just
okay.
saying, this is the question I had when I was watching that Bills game is why do we still, so someone on the sideline still has a printer and a stapler
Sure.
for plays. Like, what happened to the iPads? Why don't they just have the pads out there?
Probably because they got hacked.
If
'cause
you're dumb enough
Belichick's
to be printing out
Belichick probably
images-
hired Anonymous to hack all of them. I mean, that's the best I can come up with at this point.
I don't know. I think that if you still are employing the printer stapler tactics, you deserve someone to have all your plays
I don't
in
know.
hard copy.
It's that old school. He's a boomer.
I
you
see
know?
what. Yeah. Okay,
I don't need
boomer.
a goddamn computer. I got paper.
I got boys. I got
Well, you
guys
can't
that
just
can
put
break
your
in.
files in a file cabinet like everybody else.
The files are in the computer. No, I get it, but it seems this is the thing, right? There is a lot of not great looking things about this.
Okay.
It's the Bengals.
Here's the thing, though.
If they're going to cheat,
How
I
many
don't
other
accept
teams?
it's the Bengals.
How many other teams have been caught filming the sidelines of other teams? I'll give you a hint. It's zero.
Is it actually zero?
It is zero.
It's zero.
Go-
Okay.
comb
I mean, I
the
guess I've
headlines.
never read about it.
It's not the first time they've done it. It's not the first time they've. How many teams can you remember implicated in a cheating scandal in the NFL besides the Patriots in the last 20 years?
No,
None.
I mean you have
zero.
You have weird.
How many
things like-
times can they keep fucking doing it before enough is enough? Like,
mean, apparently
they're fucking
forever.
cheating all over the place.
Apparently
and
forever.
there's no consequence
But this is what
None.
This is why the NFL I think is okay with it.
because Robert Kraft owns fucking Roger Goodell. That's
No,
why.
because you're talking about it and getting riled up. Every good sport needs a villain.
Collusion.
The NBA is
It's
less
collusion.
interesting to me this year that the Warriors aren't there and they're the one everyone wants to defeat.
Yes.
Right? It's good to have someone to hate.
The NFL is the 2016 election and Bob Kraft is Russia.
We're going into
and
politics.
that's how it works. Whatever Bob Kraft says goes.
I wish that Trump would get ahead of this, right?
Yeah,
and just
this-
start
I mean,
self-reporting
the
with
guys
awesome
in the
excuses.
middle of an international sex ring, and he's nothing.
Trump's
And
like,
I was
I actually
"Oh."
only called the Ukraine because it was their audition for The Apprentice the next season.
I hate him. I hope the Patriots bus crashes on the way to the fucking Bengals stadium or wherever the fuck they're playing.
You're just
I hate 'em.
anti-Patriots hater, man.
No, I just don't. They cheat.
I do hope.
If they're out there winning these like good white red-blooded Americans, working hard and earning their keep, I wouldn't hate them. But they're just fucking
whole
cheating.
NFL
For 20 years, they've been cheating.
Right,
to
but what
win.
I'm saying is the entire NFL, right? The entire season has been dominated by the fact that the officials cannot call the game. So there's a base level of seeming cheating at every fucking single game.
Yeah, that's just incompetence.
Right.
That happens in every game. Yeah.
So you're saying you're going to punish the Patriots for being extra caring?
No, they cheated though. I mean, that's different. A bad call is not.
I get it.
It's not the same.
I mean, yeah, it's cheating. It is cheating. But it's like
I mean, they get more favorable calls than anybody I've ever seen. So that's probably another.
The debate we're having reminds me of the topic me and my wife have discussed before, where she one time told me, I don't know how we got on this. I think we were watching a TV show, and you do that thing where you're watching as like a married couple, and you're like, this is a good chance for me to see like what kind of trouble lies ahead, right?
Yeah.
And we started talking about like cheating and shit. And she told me, and this is one of those things I can't accept, but I feel like women say it all the time, which is, she was like, I would be so much more mad at you if I walked in and found you passionately making out with your clothes on with someone that I knew you had had like a previous friendship or something with, than if I came in and you were like blackout drunk, just like totally going to Pound Town with some random bar skank.
Yeah.
And I would just pause the conversation. I was like, are we just talking science fiction now? Or are we just talking about things that are lies? Right? And this is where I feel like the Patriot thing is getting, which is it's filming a sideline.
It's cheating.
It's
though.
cheating, but it's
cheating.
low level.
They're not doing it.
What do you think
But they're not doing it because it's not going to help them. They're doing it because it gives them an edge.
Sure.
An unfair advantage.
Right. I was egging you on a bit to rile you up because I like fucking fire up Nick. So I'm giving you that. It's cheating. We can call it what it is.
Just like in the Cowboys game.
What's the actual punishment that can happen for that, though? It's such a minor little thing to me.
It doesn't matter. They've been doing this for 20 They're the only team that consistently gets implicated in cheating allegations, and nothing ever happens to them. Ever.
Wait till they pick up Vinatieri and he kicks the game-winning field goal.
I hope they do.
He kicks the winning field goal, and you learn this was all
turns out they put
catfish.
a bionic leg on him, and it was a European operation. Yeah, we get it. I mean,
the
Cowboys game, what was it, 2 weeks ago? The Cowboys game, Cowboys are about to score at the end of the game, and they get 2 tripping calls.
Yeah.
You know how many tripping calls have been called in the NFL this year? Probably 3.
Probably 2.
And now the Patriots got 2
All right,
of
well,
them.
the Patriots got hosed this week.
And then the NFL comes out afterwards. Yeah, those shouldn't have been called. Yeah, well, they were.
Yeah.
And you cost the team a game.
That's
not good enough.
Right, but
that's not good enough.
You can say that as well. They took an actual touchdown away from the Patriots this week.
It's not coincidence.
When the guy was
that shit
clearly
always
in
happens
bounds
for the
and
Patriots.
hit the pylon, and it went against the Patriots this week.
One call.
So what I'm saying is,
one call in 20 years.
The NFL is a maelstrom of cheating and incompetence across the board.
Not arguing with that.
Yeah, that can't be argued.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, it's like you're saying they're the biggest turd in the punch bowl full of turds. I don't know. What can you do about this?
I don't think every team is cheating.
Not
on that level.
I heard someone say
not as blatantly.
This blew my mind the other day. I read an article, right? Or it was like one of these like random thoughts people had. I love reading those. And the guy was like, what if every nation has ninjas? And the only reason we know about Japan's ninjas is because they're the worst ninjas. Right? Yeah. That's how I kind of think about the Patriots and cheating. Perhaps I can't imagine.
I want to go through
the Patriots are way the fuck up here, right? Dynasty, all-time sporting organization at this point. You're
not
telling
my
me
opinion.
That the Miami Dolphins have never been like, yeah, we'll line step a little bit. The Bears have never been like, we'll line step a bit. I think they're all doing it, maybe just not as brazenly. So I don't know. It's one of those things I find a hard time getting riled up about.
I'm not going to assume anybody's doing it that hasn't been caught.
Oh, I assume everyone is cheating
hundreds of times. Hundreds of times.
There's too much. It's just like we were saying with the Astros, right? There's too much technology that makes it too easy to get to where you're like, I'm right up against the line, but I can kind of justify that this isn't that bad. I assume this is just going to be something that has to be happening all the time.
I'll tell you what the smoking gun's going to be when we find out the cameraman was George Springer. And then we're gonna go through financials and see some meetings between Kraft and the Astros brass, and they're just getting together and cheating. I hate them.
Why is Robert Kraft unloading his portfolio for this aluminum trash can company? Yeah, I don't know, man. But you see this This is something that bothers me about sports nowadays, and I don't know how you get ahead of it, right? And we do a show where we talk about sports a lot. We do a lot of sports-based comedy, right? What is almost the first 2 or 3 things we feel like we should lead with every week? Miscall, cheating. I mean,
right.
It's all it is.
But
it's taken over the narrative.
I think it's a lazy argument, though, to give the Patriots a pass. A team
No.
Listen.
I asked you, what's their actual punishment?
I'm just saying, it's lazy to give the Patriots a pass.
Right.
A team that has been caught multiple times.
Lots of times, yeah.
Under the argument of, well, everybody's probably doing it. Well, everybody hasn't been caught doing it, so you can't make the assumption that everybody's doing it. The team that has been busted multiple fucking times over the last 20 years, their punishment should be fucking all out of the league. Same as like fucking ban them.
Right.
If you're gonna try to cheat the Bengals, blow them up.
Blow
up Gillette Stadium. Blow up Gillette Stadium. Slash the tires in the bus. Cut the wings off the airplane. You're done. You're done.
They don't want
If you can't beat the Bengals straight up, you're a piece of shit.
I have a 3-point retort to that. Okay. 1, I must have been making my argument a bit wrong, right? Because I'm not saying just give them a pass. I'm saying the NFL is going to give them a pass.
Oh, absolutely.
And what I'm saying
that's what they've been doing for 2 decades.
What is the actual punishment then? If you get busted for sideline, what should be what do you do to them?
You're cheating. You're cheating the game.
You give them a small fine?
No.
Like what can you do to them that makes it like
take away all their draft picks for the next 10 years?
I mean, they draft poorly anyways. I mean, that's what I mean. You can't hammer
strip
down
their
enough.
Titles.
So this is where the team gets in this point where it's like
dead serious. Their titles should be stripped. I hate them.
But
they're fucking.
But this
cheaters.
is the Astros thing, though, right? The Astros won one World Series probably under questionable circumstances.
Not probably.
And they keep saying, the MLB's like, we're going to punish it. How?
Yeah.
It's impossible to find that area where it makes it.
Oh, the MLB's going to puss out on this for sure.
Right, but that's what I mean. Even the NFL, right? So they've been busted for filming at least twice. There's no punishment they can levy that is worth an NFL win. They're not taking a win away. They're not taking a game away.
Well, you could
They're not taking away.
Yeah, but you could stop that
sentence
sentence that there's no punishment they could levy because Bob Kraft won't allow it. And,
right, but
and he owns the NFL.
They have to. They are not going to do something that dramatic for something like filming,
shit runs
right?
Deep, man.
It's like, and that's the thing. I'm not saying it's just because they do it. Let them. I mean, that's like the argument, right? About how can a guy like me walk around in public and not ever get stopped by cops? But you're just like a teenager in a car, and they're like, "I bet he's got weed."
No, like
sometimes you just judge books by their covers wrongly, right?
I was at the bar with my buddy a couple years ago when it was like Powerball was like $2 billion, 1 billion or something like that. So we bought like $10 worth of tickets, and my buddy was like, "What would you do if you won the billion?" And I was like, "I would use almost all of it to prove that the Patriots have cheated for 10 years." Like I wouldn't invest any of it. Like I would spare no expense to fucking find the information and just bring those motherfuckers down. Like that would be my mission.
They're untouchable,
and that's why I shouldn't be a billionaire because I'm irresponsible.
You're like, you want to be in an Oscar season movie where it's Michael B. Jordan and you're the Jamie Foxx. Just like, I know I'm innocent. I know I'm right.
I'm largely irresponsible.
Yeah, no, I mean that's what I mean. There's no way to actually punish. I'm not disagreeing. I was riling you up on purpose.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna sit here and be facetious enough to pretend that I don't think the Patriots are cheating.
Yeah.
I just think this is something that's going to happen.
Well, yeah.
And I think it's annoying because, and I actually think that the cheating and the missed calls and all that is good for business, right? Because what is the business these
just
people
creates
are
buzz,
in?
yeah.
It's eyeballs, right?
Yeah.
Eyeballs is what helps them get their ad dollars up, all this bullshit TV deals. You go on Twitter, right? What was everyone talking about all last week? How the fuck does the NBA not have a system to where that James Harden dunk can be proved to dunk?
Right.
Right? Because that was clearly a 100% made dunk, and they lost the game. Not because of that dunk, because they blew a 20-plus point lead. And the official, the real thing that if I was the Rockets, I would say is cheating, is that, you decided to call Harden on a charge in the last play of the second overtime?
Yeah.
But that's what I mean, right? But that game doesn't really matter. The Rockets are going to be fine. They're in the playoffs.
Yeah, they're good.
That was huge fucking story. That took up a lot of space, right? How can the NBA, right? I hear this all the time. They'll go check between, Well, his 3 got corrected into a 2. So you can do that, but you can't fucking add 2 for
tell
a
me
dunk.
if a basket went in.
100% a fucking dunk. Like
Right.
how? Just in the next timeout, right?
Right.
The NBA has so many timeouts.
And the guy looks up and goes, "That was good."
Yeah, he
2 points
actually
on the
made
board.
it
Yeah.
within 1 minute of when it happened.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. Yeah.
But then they're like, oh, now it has to be challenged, and we talk about like all these challenges that don't go. The Patriots missing that touchdown. It's like, how does the NFL not just have the rule? Any single play that should put points on the board, you can confirm in a booth.
Well,
it's crazy that this is a thing, but that's what I mean, right? So we get that Harden play. He 1,000,000% made the dunk. When it goes to Twitter and we all get mad and riled up and we can all... Social media feeds on injustices, right?
Absolutely.
In the grand scheme of injustices in the history of the world, right? Does this rank in the top 5 million? No.
Yeah.
There are kids that actually have to drink water with shit in it in some places in the world, right? But we see something like Harden, we're like, we can tackle that. We can retweet that with a snarky ass remark. You know what I mean? It's good for business. So I don't think there's any motivation for these companies to get it right.
I agree.
Arguing calls and all this shit has become good for the brand, which fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Because you know me, I'm huge. I want robot umpires, I think, because like even tennis, right? They just have like sensors.
Yeah.
Right? They can tell you exactly if the ball's in or... Yeah.
Yep.
Like you should just have that in every sport,
I
right?
agree.
The only human errors I want are athlete errors.
Well, and see, the NFL almost has that right because they review every scoring play.
Except for the Patriots. That was clearly
but
a touchdown.
it has to be called a score on the field. That's why I said it's almost right. So
that's why someone was like
that
always
play,
fault by calling it a touchdown.
If it's not called a touchdown or score on the field, then it's not automatically reviewed.
But that's what I mean. That's a problem.
No, I agree. That's why they're almost right because they have the one side of it correct, and like that play, like you said, should be. You look at that and you're like, they called it no touchdown, but man, that's close. Let's take a look at it. Boom, 2 minutes, we're done. You know what I mean? Yeah, and then it's move on down the road and see how the Patriots cheat on the next drive. You know.
I just think it's funny that this came out. That this was the first time you saw like the talking heads talking about the Patriots getting hosed. And literally that day, it's like, oh, and they're cheating for next week.
And they're the best.
But yeah,
don't feel too bad for us. We cheated today too.
Yeah, sorry guys, we're still coughing. We're still sick. It's a Midwestern thing.
Yeah.
But but this gets back to the Rockets thing. I love the audacity of the Rockets on this because they had an anonymous leak, which shockingly came on a letterhead that said, "I'm Daryl Morey," right?
Oh shit!
Right, and he challenged it with the league, right?
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
They're going.
And they lost their challenge. I saw.
Yeah, today it officially came out they lost. But he's like, for sure, the NBA is going to make this right and just give us a win. Or, and this was the audacity, because he knows this is never going to. I don't think a win has ever been reversed in the NBA history.
Not that I know of.
But his second thing was, or they'll let us just replay the entire last 8 minutes. And I just love the audacity of...
let's go back to talking about Hong Kong, Daryl. Because now you sound stupid.
Hey, Daryl, you got any other world governments you want to flame? It's ridiculous because I actually love that it's the Rockets, too. Because they're a little bit of the boy that cried, we should have won a championship. Right? When they put out that report, like, well, there were 58 missed calls. We defeated the Cleveland Cavaliers and won a championship. And they also just thrive off Harden being like a cheat code. But Daryl Morey coming out as an anonymous source.
Anonymous.
Classic. It's very much like the Patriots self-reporting.
My dream for that whole play is that after the conclusion of the year, James Harden misses like a scoring title by like 0.1. And had that 2 counted, he would have got the score. Like, that's my dream scenario in a dream world. Everything's perfect. I don't think that's going to happen because he's probably going to run away with it, but man, that'd be awesome.
I think Harden sees that play. I bet he has that already framed on the wall in his house so that when Giannis wins the MVP, he'll be like, remember when I got cheated? Like, that's the kind of guy Harden is.
Giannis won, but I didn't even get all my dunks counted this year. So.
I lost that one dunk, and they think all my step backs are not three. I love it, too, because in that game, he shot 24 for 24 from free throws.
Yeah.
And a San Antonio fan
he
was like, hey, no one wants to see a free throw shooting contest. And he just looked over, pissed, and he goes, no one see motherfucking fouls either. And he just like yelled at him.
Of those 24 attempts, he probably earned maybe 2 of them at the line.
Yeah.
The rest were just fluff calls by the NBA.
It's so because I even saw Houston fans were retweeting that meme of Harden next to Jordan.
Yeah,
about like their scoring efficiencies, and it's like, oh, are we just taking out the fact that he shoots like an extra like 6 threes a game?
Yeah.
He shoots an extra of like 10 free throws a game. Like, yeah, forget Michael Jordan sucks. You're right, Houston Astros. But it's just the Rockets have become this exemplary kind of icon of where sports is going.
Sure.
Where it's more important to just get yourself close enough and then bitch.
Well, yeah.
Right? It makes me sad. I'm kind of sad about this like state of sports we're in.
But in reality, like the Rockets aren't going to win a championship. I mean, they're not. They're not.
Russell Westbrook is he is historically the worst 3-point shooter in NBA history right now.
In terms of volume.
Yeah, as far as like once you hit
how many he puts
once
up,
you hit the threshold, right, to be counted, he is shooting like 21 to 23%. He's getting worse.
And he still chucks like 30 a night.
Yeah, and he's a player where he has to be high usage, but he can't because they're the weird team.
His whole game is getting to the rim. Like he's one of the best at getting to the rim.
As smart as they are, they do a lot of really dumb kind of like from the gut ideas, right? Where it's we are the most analytic. We put together reports that say we won games, but we think Russell Westbrook will work well with James Harden. And it's like, everyone's like, well, look, he scored X amount of... Yeah, well, he shoots like 36 times a game and makes like 11.
Well,
right?
That's what...
He's not a great defender.
Somebody tweeted right after they signed, I don't remember who it was, it was like, the Rockets signed Russell Westbrook. Hopefully they get to play with 2 balls this year. Because him and Harden, neither one of them play worth a damn off the ball. They're both,
but it's that's what I mean though, right? To be the like we're the smartest team in the league and make that move. It's what we talked about with coaches, right? Where it's I have a hunch, and it's like
that's cool.
It's so weird that
I have data.
Yeah, it's so weird because I don't know if I'm the only one, but there is not a team, and I have rivalry team. I hate the Ravens. But it's this weird spot for a Steelers fan where the new Ravens kind of are like a new look team, and they're actually not hateable guys. Like, like there's not a murderer on their team now. Like Ray Lewis, just definitely.
Yeah.
Speaking of all-time best defenses for cheat, I would argue that murder's cheating, right? It's cheating society. He's like, of course I wouldn't commit.
Ray Lewis often cheated society.
Yeah. I wouldn't commit murder when I'm wearing this delicious white coat. I was like, well, that's pretty audacious fucking legal defense there, Ray. But, I hated the Baltimore Ravens. They were easy to hate, right?
Sure.
They're not easy to hate anymore. I hate Purdue University because I grew up an IU fan, right? I have teams that I hate.
Yeah.
But there's no one I hate more in the universe than the Houston Rockets.
Oh, wow.
Because they're the organization that conceptually I love.
Sure.
But then every single thing I hear about them makes me want to strangle someone.
Oh, yeah.
It makes me want to become Ray Lewis-like in murder.
I don't like them either. Yeah.
But it's weird that they're I think, who do you think is the most hated team in sports right now? Yankees and Lakers haven't been that good for long enough. I think that's kind of dead.
Yeah.
They just bitch. They bitch and bitch and bitch.
Yeah.
I mean, other than maybe the Patriots.
Other than Patriots fans, pretty much everybody else hates the Patriots besides Patriots fans.
I've always liked
nobody
the Patriots.
hates the Bengals. You know what I mean?
You can't hate the Bengals.
Like people like them, or they're like, yeah, it's the Bengals, whatever.
Yeah. Well, that's like, could you imagine being the guy that sees like those Make-A-Wish clips on SportsCenter? It's like, God, selfish little egotistical bastard.
Cowboys take a lot of heat. Cowboys get a lot of hate,
but they're not good.
No.
Like watching the Cowboys suck and fall apart and Jerry Jones still being
the Rockets are
well,
probably...
I'm standing by Jason Garrett. That's just too funny.
If you were to take a poll, I bet the Rockets would finish top 3 or 4 right now.
They have to be. Yep. It's impossible that they wouldn't be up there. And it's crazy because usually the teams that are the most hated are good.
Yeah.
Like they win things, and that's why people get mad.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't know, man. Fuck those guys. All right, I have a funny story for you, though.
Okay.
I got some curveball stories for you. Have you heard about this new trend? People are perineum sunning.
Oh,
so essentially it's a new health craze, right? Where
the anus.
Yeah, so you essentially just point your butthole at the sun for an extended period, right? And you're supposed to just get supercharged on vitamin D. Is it time to you said blow up Gillette Stadium?
Is there any...
Maybe it's time we're all
done.
done.
Is there any science behind this, or is this just...
No, there's never science behind things like this.
This almost ties into that, like the coaches with hunches.
Yeah,
I feel like there's a bunch of yoga people with a hunch that they might get more vitamin D. It's like that coach is like, I got a hunch. Well, yeah, like your hunch is good sometimes.
Yeah.
But not in the face of overwhelming data.
Yeah. Well, no, what you want to tell the coach is, right, there's this kind of...
If you're looking at the numbers and it's 50-50, go with your hunch.
Yeah, there's a
If
logic
you're looking at the numbers
fallacy.
and it's 80-20, go with the 80-20.
Yeah, the logical fallacy is I made a choice and it happened to work out.
Right.
So I did the most logical thing.
There's
that's
a
not
time and
how
place
it works,
for it. And
right?
that's what these sunners are doing. They're just like, you know what? I bet I would get more vitamin D through my butthole.
Well, I think there are people, I think it's like a threefold problem, right? One, people are just way too bored.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm assuming everyone who does this is already healthy and in shape.
Probably,
right?
Well, yeah,
so they need a new thing.
Yeah, if you're flexible and like have enough dexterity to bend around and get your butthole pointed right at the sun, I'm already jealous of you.
Yeah, well, I look at the pictures and you're like, my back would hurt.
Like people can reach down and touch their toes. I can barely reach down and touch my knees.
Yeah,
like that's about as flexible.
Well, my theory is that if you go to like the gathering where juggalos meet,
sure,
probably not a lot of butt sunning going on, right? There are other things going in butts, but not sun.
No.
So that's what I mean. I think it's like it's the boredom. Two, you're already in shape, so you have to find new and more interesting, difficult ways some other way to prove that you're more dedicated to fitness. Because at a certain point, it's like, cool, you can do those weird CrossFit pull-ups. Like, that's not enough. Everyone's doing that.
You just did 30 push-ups, but have you ever sunned your butthole?
Yeah. Have you ever had your butthole just screaming in pain? How much aloe vera is on your fucking balloon knot, sir? Right? So there's that. And then there's these weird people like, because I think this crowd is probably also like the anti-vaccine crowd.
Oh, for sure.
Where it's, they're just like,
I don't know why we're making that leap, but I love it.
People say things need to only go out of butts. What if things go in? What else do sun feels good on my face. Maybe the inside of my colon.
Of my butthole. Yeah.
I just saw it because these two stories are actually combined. I'm going to bring it home for you. So I read a thing, right, that scientists are working out the 1,000-year journey to save humanity, right?
Oh, yeah.
So essentially this is scientists. There's another inhabitable planet that we think we found, right? Proxima B.
Yeah.
And they're like, we can do this large spaceship that will travel for 1,000 years. And essentially people have to keep surviving, right? So there will be people running the ship, giving birth to new space people that will then get the ship there. And when we land, we'll colonize Proxima B. Like there won't already be like the 2001 apes to murder us. Yeah.
So like by the time we get there, it's got to be a big ship, otherwise we're
not really. Because I think what they'll do is, in theory, right, from all the science fiction movies I've watched, because I have no actual scientific brain, right? But what you do is you'd put a fuckload of people in cryostasis, right? And then you'd have like 10 people running the ship, and they just have to fuck to make their own replacement. Not yet.
It's not.
They're trying to solve the problem. It's also impossible that we can fly a spaceship to this other planet and survive.
Also true.
Right? So they're just like, well, we have 8 million problems. Like, where do we start? Have the pilot fuck another pilot to make a new pilot. Yeah. Right? It's genius. But I was reading the article and I was like, man, like there are people in Flint, Michigan that can't drink water out of their faucets, but you're trying to figure out how pilots can make more pilots to go to a planet that might just have like, the bugs from Starship Troopers on it. So you do all this work and they get there and they're like, oh shit! You know what I mean?
Just tremors.
Yeah, it's like
fucking worms jumping out of the ground.
Yeah, right. They're like, the pilot should have been Brock Lesnar and Brigitte Nielsen to be breeding like super fighters. But I saw the butthole sunning and I'm like, you know what? I'm also kind of out on Earth. Like, I'm also kind of out.
You know what? Let's give it a shot.
Yeah, you're like,
what if we got there and like everybody was just butthole sunning on that planet and they're like, ooh, welcome.
That is the actual, like Rod Serling comes out with a cigarette and he's like, they left to escape buttholes and fell right into another one.
Into a whole
world
of buttholes.
Apparently all of outer space is a butthole eating sunlight. No, I mean, that would be a great Twilight Zone for sure.
Oh yeah.
But this is, if you were tasked, would you go on the journey?
No.
See, I'd go on there.
No.
See, I've seen enough of Earth. I talked about this before. I've seen enough of Earth.
Separation anxiety, man.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I can just I can download movies to watch until like the day I die and my son
until the Wi-Fi goes out on the ship.
You download that shit. It's a hard copy.
Oh, okay.
That's what I mean. They send records and shit into space that play music.
It's true.
So I think I'd go. Here's my question, right? So you land on the alien planet. Let's assume that there's water, food.
There better be.
And no gigantic fucking predators,
Oxygen.
Right? So I'm going to ask you two, right? Let's say you and 2 other people, let's say 3 other people, right, are reforming society. What's your first job and who you taking?
I'm plowing. That's first job is to plow.
The fields?
No.
The butt.
The women.
The women.
The women.
So you're just going to take.
Yeah.
You're going to do like Barbarella. You're like, I'm just bringing 3 hot. Who are you bringing?
Ooh, that's a good question. Okay.
Hillary? No. We're going to need someone crooked as fuck to run this alien planet.
I'm going to bring Natalie Portman.
Interesting.
She got a nice ass. Plus, like...
Oh, I thought you were going because she has that crazy split personality.
Well, she's Harvard educated.
Okay.
So she's smart.
Smart.
Plus, she's a good actor. So, like, we
She
could get
could do
some
plays for you.
entertainment and shit. Yeah. It's the best. It's like all 3 worlds that you need right there.
Yeah.
And then I'll probably bring, like, a really hot scientist lady.
Yeah.
That's just, like, really good with test tubes, but it's, like, super hot. Like a weird science type of...
This sounds 100% like a porn. Like, oh, look at that scientist
Well,
just
yeah, because
jiggling test
I
tubes.
gotta plow all these women. So,
Hey, you want to come light up my Bunsen
at
burner,
that
baby?
point, they don't have a choice. They have to plow me.
Yeah, they do have a choice. It's called be lesbians and
Well,
let humans die.
Which, once they got my shirt off, they might.
Yeah.
You know what? And I'll be like, but I'm Kent Murphy.
Yeah. Who?
Extra pass.
Did you know Kent Murphy's viral on more than the internet? No, okay, so you got Portman, you got a porn scientist.
Yes.
And who else? One more.
I don't know. My dog, probably.
You just the dog. Yeah,
But I'm not going to
true.
bang her.
Are they going to bring dogs?
I don't know. I'm bringing mine.
What's the point of
If I'm
restarting
going,
humans
Rhonda's
without
coming.
dogs? Yeah, no, a planet without dogs would not be worth living on.
I agree.
Okay, here's who I'm bringing. Who's like the most gigantic chick? I'm bringing Cyborg from the UFC.
Lizzo's coming with you.
Lizzo for sure, right? Because not only is Lizzo just sex pot galore, but she also is a flautist.
And you get to hear bangers all the way there.
Yeah, just fucking bangers. She has mad self-confidence and motivation. Yeah. She's a flautist, so she can like calm Savage Beast if we see them. And then, God, yeah, I need someone who can. I guess Cyborg can probably like lift heavy stuff to help me build houses. So Cyborg, Lizzo. Oh man, do I even need anyone else?
Well,
yeah,
that's what I got. That's like I'm just bringing my dog.
Oprah, the best of us. I'm bringing Oprah as well.
Oprah?
Yeah. I adore Oprah. Or Ellen, right? I need someone who has like a lot of like sunshine and good ideas.
Oh man.
Oprah's already conquered our entire species. Why would I not?
Yeah,
want
she's a
Oprah?
billionaire. They don't trust her.
We need some untrustworthiness.
I don't trust billionaires. We don't need it.
That's true. We don't need money. Okay, so then what am I missing? I guess
I'm gonna start.
because Cyborg's gonna do all the like manual labor and murdering of things.
Yeah.
Lizzo and me are just gonna like have this romance and flouting.
Romance.
Yeah, we're gonna flout a lot. And then I don't know, what else do I need? I guess I need someone who knows nature stuff.
I'm gonna bring the Bengals and the Patriots with me. And I'm going to force them to play an eternal game where the Bengals just keep beating them by 30.
Because they have no evidence.
Over and over. I'm just going to have the Bengals.
Wait, so you're bringing like 110 grown NFL
Absolutely.
players? No way, that's too much.
Just for the pleasure of watching the Patriots lose to the Bengals every day of my life. I'm going to be like, line it up.
You know who I'd bring? Did you ever see that viral video of the lady that says, "Excuse me, bitch"?
Excuse me, bitch.
I'd bring her because one, she's funny, and two, you need an extra crazy.
True.
Right? You need like the wild card character that's going to throw it all in.
Wild
So
card,
yeah, I'm going to bring the "Excuse me, bitch." By the way, speaking of Lizzo, I noticed I got tagged a lot by people who I think listen to our pod. But did you see Lizzo at the Lakers game?
Oh yeah,
they cut to her.
Yeah, dropping it like it's hot.
It looked like she just had no pants on.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know that was a dress that got rolled up.
She had that big old ass just hanging out there for you, buddy. I thought of you immediately. I was like,
yeah,
I was going to text you,
bunch.
but I figured you were fapping.
Yeah.
So.
Right? Nothing worse than mid fap when you get a text. Right? And you're like, do I stop to reply or? Yeah, no. You and me, Lizzo, we go into the stars. All right, one more topic so we can get out.
Let's go.
I read another article that was funny. I think people are going home for the holidays. You know, you're going to go see all your old friends go to bars. We both worked in bars for a long time.
Absolutely.
Karaoke crimes. Karaoke sins.
Karaoke.
All right, so do you have a great karaoke story, or are there things that you think are karaoke sins?
I don't know that I have a great karaoke story. One time, when I lived in Hawaii, me and Vice went to a karaoke bar, and it was a bunch of Asian people, but they take karaoke
very serious. Very serious.
I didn't know this at the time. I was like 22. So we watched them like sing or whatever, and we were kind of chuckling. Nobody else was laughing. They were like, clapping like they're Like it was an achievement. And I was like, okay. So me and Vice go up and we do the immigrant song. They were not amused. And we finished the entire thing. Come from the land of the ice and snow. Yeah, they did. We got looks and not a single clap and very dirty looks. And we're like,
you look like the missionaries.
Funny for us.
Silence.
It was like that Andy Kaufman joke. We're like, you're the only person that gets your own joke. And
right.
But it's weirdly amusing and satisfying at the same time.
You Philistines, don't you understand? Have you never seen School of Rock? No. My biggest karaoke crimes, one, it's not an audition.
No.
Don't try to pretend that you're like the one that got passed over. Like, I would have been Brittany if the Mouseketeers came to my town.
James Corden is not hanging out at the bar. You're singing it, you're not going to get discovered.
You think he's just going to pop up from behind the bar and be like, here's a Jaeger and a record deal.
Hey, come get in my car.
There's nothing. I like people that are good singers, but you got to know there's an element of fun, right? Like this I was telling you there's a story. So we used to go to this bar, Barney's Beanery in Burbank, after softball games, right? Loved that place.
Yep.
Went for a long time, and they always had karaoke on Tuesday when we had our softball games. There was this guy, right? And he got up, and he's doing A Whole New World from Aladdin, right? Disney karaoke songs, brilliant choice. Everyone's happy, loves
Couldn't
it.
agree less.
You fucking hateful, spiteful devil. So, the guy gets up, right? And he starts singing the Aladdin, I will show you the world. And we're like, I love that movie when I was a boy. Especially as a young Middle Eastern American. I was like, oh my God.
Hey.
Yeah, woo. But he starts singing, right? And there's this drunk girl who had already sang like 8 songs, right? She had to sing every like third person to let everyone know that she was still really into it. So she kind of stumbles up on the stage and she's like, give me Mike. Like he just didn't have a friend who was a girl, so she was going to save him. And he just goes, don't give that bitch a mic. I was like, what? Like stops dead in the middle of A Whole New World. Don't you give that bitch a mic. And she's like, what? And he's like, get the fuck off the stage. Get the fuck off the stage. And he starts like flipping out on her.
This is my moment.
Yeah. And he starts like telling us because we're all watching like in horror, like what? I was like, is this a breakup? Is this, like you told me you were homesick, but you're out singing Aladdin without me? I didn't know what was happening, right? Well, he starts, and then he just comes back after she's gone. He like death stares her out, and he just goes, the only way this works is if I sing both parts. And then
that's the only way it works.
It's the only way a Disney song that was already a platinum record where he just immediately, without fail, breaks into his falsetto Jasmine.
Yeah.
Without missing. It was pretty impressive because he broke like for a minute of the song to have this fight. And then waited for Jasmine and broke right back into his falsetto. Newsflash, not worth the wait. But all time. So don't act like it's an audition. Secondly, if you're a dude who's there with like at least 3 other dudes, don't sing Tenacious D's Fuck Her Gently.
Yeah.
Singing Tenacious D or I'm on a Boat does not make you funny. And the fact that you think that you should sing those in karaoke proves that you're not a funny person. Right? Like just stealing other people's shit that's funny does not make you funny.
Yeah, and if you're going to do it, like, learn the melody. These are all like hugely popular songs. And also, like, if you're white, don't do a rap song. You just sound like an idiot. You just sound stupid.
There was a guy who used to come to the Beanery, and he would always do Rap God.
Yeah.
White guy. Like,
good?
Like Napoleon Dynamite level white, but it's like a hipster thing, right? He fucking trashed it. Like, he was every fucking word perfect.
Really?
Like, he probably had sung this in the shower and mirror like 1,000 times. And he did it all the time.
No shit.
And that was cool. So, like, if you're going to do rap, you got to be good.
There's a girl at Chucky's bar. They do karaoke up there some nights. There's a girl that comes in every now and then. Real little skinny, about 4'2" white girl, but she does Lizzo and she kills it.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely slays. Like the first time
Lizzo's
she did
the best.
I had to look up because I thought it was like the real track. Like not a joke. Not a joke.
That's amazing.
She killed it. Yeah.
But see, that's what I mean. Go be good, have fun. But that's what I hate. There are just a couple things like I hate the guys that always have to do like what is it? The Shaggy Weed song.
Yeah.
There's always
yeah.
Because I got high.
Because I got high.
And some guys like and it's like hey,
oh, that's Mike. He's hilarious.
We
so
smelled
funny.
you the moment you walked in, right?
We came to karaoke and like people was doing regular songs and then Mike got up and was like, "Cause I got high."
Yeah.
Like that's not funny.
Yeah, no, I smelled your dreadlocks and the resin of stems.
Man,
like I get it.
Shit, it was funny.
Hey, in case my weed hat and my 420 shirt didn't let you. Do you know I smoke pot? Yes, guy. We all know that you smoke pot.
Everybody did regular songs, not Mike.
No.
He did Fuck Her Gently, and I tell you what, I swear it was the funniest.
What are other karaoke crimes?
The only other one that I hate are the people that they just take it real serious. Like, if you're good, that's cool. But they get the microphone, they do the share thing where they're like,
oh yeah,
the
pre-planned dances.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, not a fan of pre-planned dances. Here's the other one. If we could stop doing this forever, my last crime, maybe the worst. Don't hold the mic out to the bar.
Yeah.
Don't ask me to sing the chorus like you're some kind of rock
You're not
god.
Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, you signed your fucking name on a paper with the song to sing it.
They had to let you on stage. You didn't earn your way up there.
Yeah. Don't try to be like, hey, I want my dick sucked as many times as Bruce. It's not going to happen for you, Mike.
Yeah, not going to happen.
Hey, Chad, enough. Yeah, those are my three. Don't do those things.
Yeah, fuck them. Hey, guys, thanks for watching this week. Don't forget to write a big, long Facebook post that says fuck the Patriots and they're cheaters and we all hate them. And they should be out of the NFL. And that let that be a lesson, and we'll end on that this week. Fuck the Patriots.